All right, so I've had some requests to look at today's Quordle and Octordle, so I'm gonna do both of those now. We're gonna start with the Quordle, so let's see. Let's start with nasty and liver. Now, do we wanna, okay, so this is, it could be inter, otherwise, so the I either has to be, if the I is third, then it would have to be TNI, which isn't gonna work, or NTI, which also isn't gonna work. So it's gotta be first, and itner doesn't make sense. I think it's gotta be inter. Let's go with that. Inter, okay, cool. That seems like more of a prefix than a word, but maybe there's a definition I don't know about. All right, Future Scott jumping in here. As I was editing this, I realized that I do know what the word inter means. It is not inter, it is inter, which means like you bury someone, you put a body in the ground. So I got it because I had all those letters, but it actually is the word inter, not inter. Okay, back to past Scott. Okay, and this up here, it's got an I. Oh, it also has an I at the beginning. That's interesting. Okay, so IL is possible. Otherwise, something LY would make sense, or LOY. I feel like it's probably LY. Huh. All right, we'll come back to that one. Down here we've got I mean, my instinct is always to put E at the end as a silent E. And there's an L somewhere, which probably not, oh, it could be third. Something. Okay, so we need to do something that uses some letters we don't have yet. What could this be? If this was SH would be good. This could also be something LSY. That could be good. I'm actually not sure what that is. So down here, I'm gonna come back down to this one. So I wanna do something with an... So we either need to have a vowel before the N, or what else could it be? Because it's not gonna be an S. So I think it has to be a vowel pretty much. So it's either an E or an O. If it's an E, an O would make more sense, I think. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Okay, so I think I just need to make a guess that uses O and U and some other letters we don't have yet. Something like bow would be good. We haven't used B, O, U, G, or H yet, so let's do that. Okay, so there is a U in both of these, not an O. Not an O, oh, there's not an O in any of them. Interesting, okay, so could this be Soli? That could be. Soli would work up here. Okay, and what is this one down here gonna be? So, something? Uncle. Uncle would be good. Let's go with uncle. Okay, it is uncle, good. And there's a C up here. So this is I-C, isoli. Let's go with that, okay. Good, and then we've got, I think this has to be Soli. Let's go with that. All right, so there you go. All right, so that was the Quordle for April 9th. Pretty tricky, definitely inter and Soli, isoli, uncle, those are all tricky words. You guys know I have trouble with the C's for some reason. I never think to use a C. All right, so now I'm gonna look at the Octordle. All right, now we're on to the Octordle for April 9th, so I'm just gonna continue with my usual. I'll do the nasty and liver. Okay, now before I do gumbo, let's look around, see if there's something we wanna guess. So here we've got quite a few, so rival, that's gotta be rival. Oh, it's not, oh, viral. Ah. That was a dumb mistake, okay. Up here, the LA, and then probably something SE, lapse. I think lapse is good there, yep. Okay, this is probably happy. We haven't used an H yet. Let's go with happy. Okay, it is happy, good. This here, okay, so it's something I-S-H-Y, fishy. Fishy, I think, yep. Okay, this has an F also, so F, L, A. The A has to be in the middle. Or the L could be there. I'm not sure on that one. Okay, this one down here is S-H-Y. We don't have any other letters yet, so either we're reusing one, or gushy would work, G-U. That's a possibility. We don't really have much of anything over here, just the E. That's weird. Okay, so we haven't used an O or a U, so let's do gushy. See if that's, okay, ooh, so bushy would have worked, yeah. All right, we've got 4 words left and 5 guesses, so we need to be a little bit smarter. I've been a little bit too flippant with my guesses. So bushy would work over here. What else could it be? Cushy? Cushy would work too. Or bushy. All right, and this one over here could be brute. It ends with the T-E, it's got an R and a U. Oh, the R has to be second, so it's definitely, it's U-R something T-E, which seems unlikely, or it's something R-U-T-E, which could be brute. I think it's gotta be brute, probably. And that would also help with the B over here. I think I'm gonna guess brute. Okay, it was brute, and it is bushy. Awesome, okay, that was very helpful. So we've got 3 guesses and 2 words left. So we still don't know. This is F something A, something Y, and there's an L in one of those. So what about flaxy? That could work. Like, it tastes flaxy, it tastes like flax, that kind of thing, I guess. I don't know what else it could be. Flawy? I guess that's a word. I don't know. Okay, and over here the U is second. And all we've got is the U and the E. So we haven't done anything with the C yet. Or Q. QU would be good. We still haven't used an O. But what would that be? Quo. Yeah, I'm not sure, because it can't be quote. I don't know. All right, so I think this is... I think what I want to do is do another guess using letters we haven't used yet and figure out if we can narrow down what letters might be in these 2 words. So I think this is gonna have a W or an X. So let's try and use at least one of those. Obviously an O. Maybe another E in the 1st or 3rd position to see if there's a second E in this one. Something like co-ed would be good, but we need it to be 5 letters. What about something like cowed? That checks the C, the W, and the D, and the O. It doesn't help us check another spot for the E over here, but... Actually, I'm thinking maybe... mode would be better. Because I think actually this could be flamey also. So I'm gonna do mode. We're gonna go with that. Okay. Well, that was helpful. I guess we've ruled out some more letters. So this is, I think it's gotta be F-L-A. Flaky, oh, flaky. Why didn't I think of flaky? I think it's gotta be flaky, actually. Let's try that. Okay, it is flaky, so now we just gotta get this word, and we've got very few letters left. I mean, looking at the keyboard, there's almost no options, so. If it's Q-U, and it's not O. Q, it's Q, the U-E-U-E. That's what it's gonna be, isn't it? I bet that's what it is. That's the only thing I can think of that actually works. Let's go for it. Whew. All right, so it took me until my last guess, but I got it. Q was definitely a tricky one, so I was trying to make that flaky one a lot harder than it was. I don't know why I didn't think of flaky. I was trying weird words that I guess were technically words, but that makes much more sense. So really, after the end of it all, the words weren't that unusual, right? Brute, fishy, viral, flaky. Q is a little weird, but it's certainly not a word that we haven't heard of before. I've actually used it as a starting word in Wordle before because it was suggested by someone. It's just a hard one to guess because you often don't try Q's and repeating the U and the E, but I mean, we knew there wasn't an A, I, or O, so what else can you do, right? No Y, so it had to repeat some vowels, so interesting. So let me know how you did with today's Quordle and Octordle, and be sure to like and subscribe to help out the algorithm, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Thanks, bye. So it's R, T, or O for the second and fourth letters. So let's do something with 2 of those letters. So now we just need to use 2 words using letters we haven't already used. So we can...
What team is Ariza on?
Ariza's on the Lakers as well. What about...